Hey everybody, it's Dr. Quinn. I am taking a look at our course shell. Hopefully you have already watched the orientation video and you've taken some time to sort of find your way around the Canvas shell. And once you've done that, I want to show you how to navigate to our first week and where those materials are. As a reminder, you'll see what's highlighted here. This is the summer pacing schedule that's in the syllabus. That I recommend that you print out, and I've also embedded the first week's assignments right into this overview announcement. First week is just module 1, welcome, and you've got a quiz and a discussion. We're easing our way in, but you'll notice it's going to get busier. This again is a 6-hour-a-week class if it was a 15-week term, so it's more like 7 or 8 hours of what would have been face-to-face time if you were taking this synchronously, which means more like 15 to 20 hours of study since you are taking in a condensed 12-week term. So here's where everything is for Module 1's quiz and discussion. As a student, even before you hit Module 1, you just go to the Modules tab and you'll see Start Here. There's a little welcome, a little information on me, a guide to the course icons and online learning. This is especially important if this is your first college class, right? I would never recommend a student take Nova Online for their first college class. Nova Online is best for students who are really good at time management, that don't procrastinate, and that are extremely comfortable with technologies, especially Microsoft Office Suite. But you've got all of these different welcomes, information on student support, and communication etiquette, like how do you email your professor, setting up your profile, and all of that. Which you can do on your own time, and you can pop in and out of those sections as needed. Now, you've got this Welcome to College. You'll notice that's just a little header, and we've got the Module 1.1 overview. So when you click into this module, you'll see that this one is about self-awareness and how kind of paying attention to understanding our own strengths and weaknesses helps everybody become better writers. You're going to learn how to notice, observe thoughts, either while reading and taking notes or watching video lectures or different sorts of like video debates and discussions. And you're going to be able to think about language as you put together your thoughts for that. You'll also reflect and react to those observations in a discussion that your classmates and I will engage with you in that space. And that's going to be this first week. So you've got a list of learning outcomes, talking about characteristics of successful online students, demonstrating that you can find your way around Canvas, exploring and articulating thoughts and feelings about writing. Many students say that this is writing is not their favorite subject. I can understand, and I can support you through this. Hopefully by the end of this, while it still may not be your favorite subject, the mystery is gone at least, and you're comfortable with the writing tasks that you'll do both in this class and classes beyond this. Different assignments. You've got, of course, the navigation assignment and quiz, the discussion, and then your responses to peers. You can always just navigate to next, and then you can find that next assignment. You'll see that 1-2 quiz, which is going to be highlighted in the announcement, the 1-2 quiz, and the 1-3 discussion. Okay, so you'll go ahead and click on the quiz and read the syllabus carefully. It's just going to make sure this is sort of a confirmation that you've read the syllabus and that you're prepared and ready to move forward. You will take that quiz. It's a small assignment, and you can see the value of those points in the small assignment category by just looking at the syllabus. You'll have a breakdown of how everything is going to be graded. Now, the discussion for the week. This is worth more than double the quiz. This is worth 25 points, and this is how do you define yourself? This assignment lets you kind of get to know who's going to be giving you peer review and who's going to be working with you, and lets them know about you, how you define yourself, and we're going to be paying particular attention to the language that you use. Keep in mind, I want to know what you have to say. I do not want you to outsource this to AI. There's a very specific and strong anti-AI policy in this course. If I see it on a gradable assignment, you will fail the course. It tends to repeat itself. It tends to be vague. It tends to often hallucinate. It does not know how to follow directions. It absolutely does not know how to document sources. And so don't use it. You'll be rewarded for just being yourself and for making the effort and demonstrating the course concepts. Okay. So you're going to watch this video. How do you define yourself? This TEDx talk. Okay. And this is Lizzie Velasquez's video. And you will get to choose an audience. You can kind of pay attention to what audience did Lizzie choose. Is your audience a classmate, a friend, a partner? You can write this as if you're writing a letter. Dear X, write your reaction to the video. Include a description of the challenge you have faced and how you've responded to it. Specifics matter. Jones will say, one time I struggled in passing my math class. That tells me absolutely nothing about what the actual class was, what the struggles were, and what you did. This is like a one-page written document if you're writing it in Microsoft Word with double spacing. So depth matters here, and I will pay attention to the quality and the depth of your writing when you submit this. Please note, do not use Grammarly. If you have Grammarly embedded in Microsoft Word, turn it off. Microsoft Word's grammar and spell checker is perfect. And as a matter of fact, I actually don't mind seeing, run the spell checker. It doesn't capture everything. But if I see comma splices, if I see an issue with capitalization, that's an opportunity for me to give you feedback to know how you actually write. Because there may not always be times when you have access to those tools and you really want to put your best writing foot forward. Okay? Your main post is due Thursday before 11:59 and your response post by Sunday. The grading will be evaluated with there's an attached rubric, and you can see it right here. So if we click on the rubric, this is my contract with you, and you can always use the rubric to kind of help you understand the assignment. I'm just waiting for the sucker I'm just opening the Word document. The content, your post thoroughly answers the prompt and shows that you read and understood the material. Your idea is clear. It's arguable, it's well developed. Your points are supported with examples. Your peer responses move the conversation forward. It's fine to say, good point, but that's not a response that I'm looking for. I'm looking for you to deeply engage. You can summarize what your peer said, then you can reflect by continuing the conversation. Your sentences, like the grammar, by the way, is only 5 points. Organization is 4. And your posts and meter go beyond the word count. That's just the idea, is not just to write fluff writing, but to provide depth of response. So you'll see me engaged in the discussion posts every week. I may not be responding to every student every week or every student every discussion. Sometimes I'll mix it up. Sometimes I'll do a pinned post where I demo what a good response looks like. And sometimes I'll be responding to some students one week and I'll make note of who I respond to. And then the next time we have a discussion, I mix it up. But you can always see my responses to your peers. And in that way, I'm modeling depth of discussion and timely engagement. So that's what's happening this week. So again, if you go back to our course modules, you will see we've got the overview, we've got the syllabus and course navigation quiz, and you've got a discussion. That's all that's happening. You're easing yourself into the week. You're getting familiar with our Canvas shell, and you're always reaching out if you have any questions or concerns for me. I wish you a great week, and let me know as questions arise.